Hello, gorgeous soul. Here is your August astrology. Now, bear in mind, this is the peak of the retrograde season, as Mercury, Mars, Saturn, Neptune and Pluto are all retrograde at the start of this month. Having said that, hopefully, fingers crossed, by the end of this month, it's a massive rebirth. Here's your monthly astrology. Virgo, on one level you might find that August is a bit tricky for you because your ruler Mercury is going retrograde and you're like, Mercury retrograde causing me grief and aggro. However, I don't believe it's always bad when Mercury goes retrograde. In fact, it can bring us amazing things that we've forgotten about from the past, interesting conversations we've had in the past. You know, all sorts of positive things can come out of it as long as we are sensible and we understand that, you know, turn up to appointments early, make sure that you're not clicking the send email to the wrong person, yada, yada, yada. You know, it's a time for you to go within. And with all these retrograde planets, we're all going within anyway. You might be thinking about the past and places you've travelled to as well with Uranus in your adventure zone, or you might be plotting to go forward and transform and adventure forward towards the end of the month. Venus, the planet of love, is making you feel much more stable when it comes to your relationships. In fact, you want to work really hard to make your relationships perfect. Be careful that you don't become critical in your relationships, and if you feel that someone's criticizing you, have a conversation about it. But do remember, Mercury is retrograde until the 18th, so maybe take your time. If you're single, careful you don't put people on a pedestal when you think they're perfect, because, you know, that's an illusion. None of us is perfect, trust me. You know, even people like me with Leo rising, we are far from perfect. So, you know, that's the joy of love, is that we help evolve each other's souls. With the Sun conjunct Mercury, you are having psychic revelations. And in fact, something you might have sensed or intuited in the past may suddenly turn out to be true. And you're like, wow, I knew that. But did you listen? The new moon and the eclipse of the sun is again giving you a massive psychic revelation. And also, if you suffer from any addictions or you do any escapist things, the new moon is allowing you to start to shed those addictions, deal with that stuff, and step more into listening to your higher power. I hate the word higher and power, but you get me. Your inner voice, your guide, your wisdom. Now, this new moon and solar eclipse is particularly powerful because it's conjunct your retrograde ruler. So, you know, be careful that you don't misinterpret communication that comes to you, because you're intuitive, but your feeling and thinking are not joining forces on that day. Now, Mars is shifting signs and you are feeling really powerful and happier and more frisky from the 13th. You might be tempted to sleep with an ex-lover though, so watch out for that, or reconnect. Just be very careful when all these planets are retrograde if you want to do that. But you're certainly feeling like you might want to recreate a project from the past that was creative, or connect with something that made you feel really happy as a kid. You know, don't do anything reckless though. With the sun shifting signs and going into your sign on the 23rd, your batteries are recharged, your mojo is switched up, and you're ready to go. There's lots of surprises and wonder and magnificence. The full moon, of course, is an eclipse, so you might find that emotionally challenging, particularly when it comes to your relationships. You're deciding who and what you want to commit to, and there may be a surprise message from the universe, a sort of sudden revelation about what your deepest feelings are. When Mars turns direct on the 27th, you are like, yeah, you should be super pumped up, super optimistic and energized and sexy as hell, and you're ready to go. So all in all, an interesting month. It's in your hands. Do the homework. You know, there's plenty of good stuff mixed in with that retrograde stuff. Heal the past and move forward like the warrior, god or goddess you are.